What up, though? For Shinola, Detroit, I'm Titus Hayes, and welcome to The Movement. Now, this is the show where we build relationships while we build watches, right here at our factory in Detroit. And today, we'll be joined by Old Time Hawkey, from the cedar swamps of Michigan's Upper Peninsula to the hearts of millions online. Old Time Hawkey, also known as Fritz, is redefining comfort, community, and the art of slowing down. With his signature mustache, 2 loyal dogs, and a knack for turning everyday moments into nostalgic adventures, Fritz has captivated audiences with his soothing videos, cozy recipes, and retro vibes. Fritz, welcome to the factory, man.
Thank you, Titus.
All right, so before we get started, what do you know about watches, and do you have a favorite watch?
I don't know a lot about watches. I'm actually wearing my favorite watch, my Shinola Petoskey.
Okay.
Good Michigan watch.
All right, so just so you know, we're not going to go through the whole process of building a watch, but we have identified a few key steps from our assembly process that we'd like to test you on. So how's that sound?
Awesome.
First up, we'll assemble our versatile leather strap with our signature quick-release spring bar. Align, buckle, and click.
You live in the Upper Peninsula with 2 dogs. What does home mean to you?
Home means everything. I live where I grew up, which is a blessing. So it's one of those things. It means everything to me, but it comes at a price. I care that much about the place, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Grew up running the same river that I film on today. Grew up walking the same woods, going to the same places. So pretty much everywhere I go, where I live now, reminds me of like being young.
Yeah.
So it's been really nice being able to spend the time up there. This thing's a little finicky, eh?
You got that over there?
Break it.
All right, so you've built a massive online following by sharing your daily life. What has that journey been like for you?
It's been interesting for sure. I live in a really small town, about 5.5 hours north of here.
Okay.
So it's been interesting going between like my small town and then like coming to Detroit, going to a Red Wings game, and like getting noticed, taking pictures, meeting people that are like behind the comments on the page. It's definitely been awesome, but weird at the same time. And I've just never planned on doing anything like that.
I got you.
So a blessing, but definitely out of my comfort zone.
That's surreal.
Yeah, check that out, by the way.
Oh, you did it? Okay.
Took me long enough.
Your cookbook, Old Time Hawkey's Recipes from the Cedar Swamp, reflects your love for comfort food. What inspired you to write it, and what's next?
Family is what inspired me to write it. It's what inspired me to learn how to cook. It's where a lot of the recipes came from. Took me about a year to write, but it was 57 family recipes, 100 total recipes in the book.
So do you have like a favorite recipe from your cookbook?
Yeah, page 230. It's my grandmother's mistake cookies.
Mistake cookies.
So it was a recipe given from my mom's mom to my father's mom.
Okay.
And then the recipe got messed up, but it turned out really good. So they called them mistake cookies, and it kind of just stuck.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, onto the case back. It's all about precision. Screw in opposing corners, seal it tight, uphold the Shinola standard.
So you're known for incorporating nostalgia into your content. How do you think the past shapes your present?
I think it was, in a way, when I started making content, I didn't really plan on connecting with so many people over like Nintendo games and old VHSs and stuff. So I think it kind of helped from that standpoint, from like a viral standpoint, but I didn't really plan on that.
Gotcha.
If anything, I think that's what has helped me connect with people, is just kind of being honest with who I am and kind of showing some of the quirky things I've collected over the years, or kind of what means a lot to me, you know, like as a person.
Yeah.
But as far as that stuff, it has surprised me how much people have connected with it.
So what's something most people rush through that you've learned to slow down and appreciate?
Just life in general, I think. My grandfather would always say that like happiness wasn't a destination, it was a journey. So I think, is this the one, by the way? Is that the right color?
Yes.
I think probably just trying to slow down and just enjoy life for what it is, just kind of day by day.
I like that. My dad used to say, take it slower so you can do it some more. So.
I like it. That's my new one.
So what's a piece of advice you once ignored but now you live by?
I've honestly been pretty good at listening to advice ever since I was young. I don't know if I would ignore it.
Yeah.
I might not pay attention to it for a while, which I guess is ignoring it to a degree. I think it's just maybe about like enjoy life and how fast life goes. I've been doing videos now online for almost 6 years.
Oh, okay.
And it just kind of feels like a different life, but it's also gone by really fast.
Awesome, man. Well, it looks like you made it through. Let me check that out.
Check my torque.
Okay. You let the torque down pretty good there.
Next up, mastering hand setting. It's an art. Stack, align, set hands in order, and ensure perfection. One misstep, and it's back to the beginning.
All right, so for this segment, we're going to play a game called This or That. You have to choose between two, and you only get one pass. So use it wisely. All right, the Upper Peninsula or Detroit?
Upper Peninsula.
Of course. Cast iron skillet or Dutch oven?
Ooh, cast iron skillet.
Super Mario or Duck Hunt?
Super Mario.
Fago or Verner's?
As a full like catalog, Fago, but as a singular pop, Verner's.
Catch your own dinner or bake your own bread?
Bake my own bread.
Retro video games or retro movies?
That's a hard one.
That is hard. It's hard for
Another
me.
case by case, but if I had to pick one, retro movies.
Give up coffee or shave your mustache?
Oof. Wouldn't taste the same, but give up coffee.
Okay. Cook a meal with Bob Ross or Mr. Rogers?
Mr. Rogers.
Donnie Brook or Chris Draper?
Oof.
You get one pass.
Old Donnybrook.
Donnie Brook? Okay.
Been with me longer.
Okay. Steve Eiserman or Gordie Howe?
Steve Eiserman.
Gotcha.
Love them both, though.
How you doing over there?
Struggling a bit. And take a deep breath.
Final challenge. Watch casing in an air-controlled environment with precision, angle, and care, ensuring every Shinola watch remains flawless.
All right, so one last question. If you can invite 3 people, living or gone, to the Cedar Swamp for coffee and good breakfast, who's coming and why?
Great question. Chris Draper, the original, the Red Wing, not my dog.
Okay.
He'd already be there. Ernest Hemingway, Anthony Bourdain. Little hunting, little food, and then good company with Drapes.
Okay. All right, man.
Keeping time.
Looks like you defeated the odds. You made it through. How does it feel?
Great. This
good?
is awesome.
Cool, man. Well, appreciate you for coming out to the movement. You want to look at this camera here and give any shout outs to your fans or let them know any upcoming projects you got going on?
Well, not nobody. Thanks for joining. I'll see you back in the Cedar Swamp.